namaskar, greetings, and congratulations, I should say, on your new innings. What made you decide to do this, sir? It's quite unusual. You're not the first judge. There have been one or two other judges, but it's still quite rare and unusual. What made you decide to do this?
The reason is that when I was passing judgments against the corrupt people, the political party, namely Trinamool Congress, started insulting me in different ways, created different impediments in my work, and also they asked me to come to the arena of politics. They have said it several times. So I did not give very thought at that point of time. But after some days, I started thinking that my days are almost over. I only have 5 months left, 5 months or so left. Thereafter, I would demit my office. So I started thinking about joining politics, and I have thought over it. And my decision is to join a political party is of a thinking of 3-4 days. The particular political party. Before that, other political parties, before that 3-4 days, other political parties also, sorry madam, other political parties also before that 3-4 days, they also talked to me, and ultimately I decided to join BJP. But when I started toying with the idea of joining politics, I stopped going to court. I took leave for continuous 5 days. I did not sit. I did not make any adjudication, for the reason that as I was thinking about joining politics, if I sit and if I give any judgment, there can be an allegation of reasonable likelihood bias. This is a legal theory, reasonable likelihood bias. Even to eradicate such allegations, I did not sit in court for 5 days. Then on the last day, before the date of my resignation, I sat and I released all the part-heard matters in my list. So that what they are saying, the Trinamool Congress is saying, that I have done adjudication with a biased mind, is wholly incorrect, wholly untrue. Wholly untrue. And you will notice one thing, when I passed those judgments were tested before the division bench of Calcutta High Court and also before the Supreme Court. When they preferred appeal before the division bench, or sometimes they went to Supreme Court after touching the division bench, sometimes they went directly to Supreme Court. They never raised that point that I was doing something politically biased judgment. There was no such allegation. Now, after my joining BJP, they have started making some untrue and incorrect allegations that I delivered judgment which are politically biased. Let them test it. And no judgment is my judgment now. Now the judgment is also of the division bench and the Supreme Court.
Justice,
so their allegation does not have any leg to stand.
Justice Gangopadhyay, both the Congress and the Trinamool have objected to the fact that at your press conference you said, I also spoke to the BJP, but they also spoke to me. Now, they say that the fact that a political party spoke to you while you were still a judge at the Calcutta High Court is an ethical issue, which points to the kind of bias that they've alleged. Now, you've said that once you started contemplating politics, you'd stopped actively sitting in the court. How do you respond to this opposition allegation, which is asking, why did the BJP approach you at all?
BJP approached me for their own reasons. CPIM also approached me for their own reasons, but I did not give any nod to them first.
So the CPM also approached you? The CPM also approached you? The left
Yes,
party also
yes,
approached you?
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
go on, go on.
yes. So when I started thinking seriously about whether I should I should respond to those calls or not. I stopped sitting in court. So though I was nominally a judge, I was not a judge who was hearing matters, who was passing judgments. This is only incorrect to say that a judge, as because a judge is not, though he is not sitting in court and not adjudicating any matter, how this allegation stands. I never adjudicated any matter for last 5 days.
The
And
Trinamool,
the Trinamool and
but
Trinamool Congress is mostly against me in respect of the education matters, which were not in my determination for last 2 or 3 months, at least 1.5 months, so far I remember.
yeah, you know, the
Trinamool
Trinamool
Congress cannot
Congress.
say.
Yeah,
Trinamool
they say
Congress cannot say.
they say they're going to the Supreme Court and they're going to ask the Supreme Court to reopen all of your previous judgments
They have.
because now
They
it's
can.
clear that you're biased.
They can. They can go there. They can go there. I think Supreme Court will take the decision, and definitely Supreme Court will take the decision.
Can I ask you a wider question?
Now, why Trinamool Congress is not raising the question as to corruption? Why they are raising the question of technicality? What I discovered, one of the instances is they tried to tried to show before the people clandestinely, until and unless I send the Central Force and CBI in the School Service Commission office in the midnight and recovered the mother disk, the hard disk, wherefrom it was found that they were saying that 12 is more than 72 or 23 is more than 56, and that is why those who got 72 or 56 in some subjects, they were not given any appointment. The 22 and 12 and such people were given appointment. Why Trinamool is not talking about the corruption? What is so clandestine about that?